recently I've been not on my devices, well, on my phone I should say. I haven't been on any social media in like 4 days, 3-4 days. I just felt so disconnected with myself, and I hated the person I was when I didn't know who I was living for. Also, I keep squinting probably because I can't see anything right now, so we're just gonna have to deal with that. But I really hated how irritated I was over the most trivial things, and I especially hated that I did not know what I was doing anything that I was doing for. Like working out, I didn't know if I was doing that for the fact that I'm doing 75 hard, or if I'm doing it for the benefit of me while also doing 75 hard. I knew I wasn't journaling for myself. I was journaling as if it was a thing to check off my checklist. I felt really disconnected from me and my own body, and it felt like my mind and my body weren't connected. It felt like just nothing was quite right, and I really don't like the way I felt when that was the case. And I knew that I needed to distance myself, and it really helped me come to terms with a lot of things within my own life, and found ways to kind of work through them, and it made me realize things that I genuinely want to work on for myself and for my future, and just for even just me right now. Like I really realized what actually is meant for me and what I actually want to do and what I actually need to do. And I realized a lot of things, like I rely too much on the validation of others for doing things. Like I would simply just make a cup of coffee and I would tell someone that for the validation, I guess. Or I would wake up early and I would tell someone immediately. And even on my private story, I would just post everything I did, every thought I had, every song I listened to, every show I was watching, everything was put on my private story for everyone that's on there to see. And even though they're my close friends, and I want to tell my loved ones things, and I want to show my loved ones what I'm interested in, but it gets to a point where you're too reliant on having everyone knowing what you're doing or what you're thinking or what you're feeling at every given moment, and you can get lost in that thought and start to lose the whole connection between doing something for yourself and doing something for others, even when you don't even realize that you're doing it for others. And I really had to lock in. I had to lock in on that because it's exactly how I was living, and I didn't like how that made me feel. And that doesn't mean I'm gonna completely stop myself from telling my friends things and showing my loved ones cool things that I watched or cool songs. It doesn't mean I'm gonna shut myself off. It just means that I now know the line of which when it's too much and when it's not even for me anymore, and I'm learning to enjoy things by myself again, because I realized I couldn't even watch a show without enjoying it for the sake of just me enjoying it, and everyone had to know about it. And that's not how I should live, especially if I want to be a dependent person on myself. I want to be dependent on me and my own way of things, even if it's just the smallest thing, like listening to a song. There's nothing wrong with sharing that with anyone. It's just I lost the spark of enjoying it for myself and got so lost in the validation of others and the need for others to know that I liked it or that I wanted others to like it. Like, but we're figuring it all out. much. That was way too much, but it looks so magical. I like to change out this picture with the Rise Fame album postcards because there's like a million in here. Like, that's one way to use inclusions like that, especially when it's like postcards, because they're not posters, but they're like, there's usually about 20,000. And I currently have it as the Anton with a horse, but you can't actually really tell that it's him because it's very hidden. I also want to do like a craft with this. I'm not really liking the thick, like black frame, and I'm another inclusion that I never know what to do with are the little like square photo. It's really hard for me to see the little square photo cards because they're too big for like one of those little keychain picture keychain things. And like they're just kind of hard to do stuff with, and I never really know what to do with it. I've been trying to be more creative with my inclusions recently. This is what I currently do with some of like, oh, also look how cute. It's a little, I got this from Logan. Thank you, Logan. Why do my nails look really yellow right now? Wondering. Anyways, it's my little, it's strawberry with chocolate, except no chocolate, but it's Jungwon. So cute. Can anyone tell me why Jungwon is not the white cat with the characters, if there's anyone who is an engine watching? That actually like hurt me in my soul that he wasn't the white, like the full white cat, because he's always been the full white cat, and it actually like did something negative to me inside, but I've gotten over it. I've moved past it. Anyways, I did this right before the Heesung news, so whatever. Anyways, I've been like putting these, because these are also too big, but this is my current setup for the front of my album. I think it's really cute. I haven't used all my inclusions, and I have a lot of inclusions in the back, and I also wanted to do a page like this for every group because I have it categorized by group, but unfortunately this is busting at the seams, like literally like folding over, and I cannot fit anymore into here. So we have just started off with just the Enhypen page, and I think that that's enough for now, but maybe I'll do a little separate video on binders. But she's really cute. She's really cute. And I also have to work out what to do with my girl group binder because she's not looking too hot. I've just put like stickers on it, but they're just not doing what I need them to do. I also had to get this, actually, funny story. I was in New York and I just collected like, I'd say 30 photo cards. I'm not kidding, like 30, just from the amount of times I went to the K-pop store or got a freebie with an album, or got a freebie because it was the trip that I went to go see Enhypen. And the amount of photo cards I came home with was diabolical that I had to buy an entire new binder because I knew I didn't have enough at home. I was actually just looking for more pages, but I couldn't buy pages without this book, so I had to get this book. It is cute. It has like sparkles on it, but it's not really like... I kind of like that it has the zipper though, because it was really good for travel. So maybe I should just like get another one of these for girl groups and then use this as like a travel binder. But I also have a time travel one. But if I come home with the same amount that I came home with that trip, I don't know like what I'm gonna do about that. But yeah, this is something for another day. I have struggles with that, but hey, they're not big struggles, so there's honestly nothing for me to worry about at all. I don't even know why I put any worry into it, but there's that. Another thing I don't want to do too fast is a shelf tour, because I feel like this isn't even a good view. I feel like I'm just gonna like take away more video chances from myself. I don't really want to do that, but this is an overview. I think she's so cute. These two shelves I'm really unsure about. I've tried to categorize them from like girl group, boy group, and I have a strict and hype shelf, because what else is a girl gonna do? I wish I could do a shelf for every group, because it's not that I'm like favoring, but like they're my old group. But I don't actually that's a good topic. I feel like the whole alt bias, alt group idea is really degrading of your own likeness towards certain things. Like you could really, like for instance, I love all different types of music from the western side of the world, Japan, Korea, Spain, like, you know, like many different types of interests, and to put them up against each other has always bothered me. Like I would never say that I love Billie Eilish more than I love ENHYPEN. I love them both in their own ways. Same thing, like people, I feel like I've been asked, which one do you like better, Billie or Harry? I grew up with both. Like One Direction is such a deep, like if someone asked me, would you rather One Direction or ENHYPEN? Why would you ask me that question? Why would you put that question in front of me? Keep it to yourself. Sometimes there's things that you just need to keep in your own mind. Please. And thank you. But I feel like it's just like such a silly concept, because like why are we actually, I mean, I get the difference between having like a group that you really, really, really love, that you like, they've helped you or done things for you in a different way that another group that you really, really love do. But I don't think it's actually favoring any thing over the other. I think it's just the levels or the different ways of loving things, because you can love this artist or this group because they did this for you, or you can love this artist or this group because they just make you really comforted. But like I don't really know how to explain what I'm trying to say, but I don't really like putting my interests up against each other like that. And maybe it's just because like I care too much about everything that I like, but I just think everything that I love in a different way, or I love in a very specific way, and none of them go over each other or go against each other or are better than the other. It's just different. And that's just my thought process. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I hope you enjoyed.